Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. This gentleman to my right.
Yeah.
Tell him your name.
You tell him.
Brandon Walker. Why don't you tell him your name?
You tell him.
Brandon Walker
Oh, fuck.
is his name.
I'm Brandon Walker.
He's Brandon motherfucking Walker.
That's who I am.
Today is Friday, May 16th. We're live from Chicago. We're brought to you by Jägermeister, 56 Botanicals, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, as I'll be tonight.
The Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns are another one, yeah.
I thought of that at 9:30 last night.
Yep, we have.
So I'm down to one more.
You're down to one more.
And I
There's one remaining from, if you missed the show yesterday, I gave Brandon the big four sports teams that have purple as in their primary logo, in their primary color scheme. And he's down to one. Wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, as I will be tonight. Yeah. Which, it's not like me to go out, and it's also not like me to announce that I'll be going out, but I will, in fact, be at the bar tonight.
What's the occasion?
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Friday vibes.
It's Friday vibes, man. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fucking get after it.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to get after it like you've never seen before.
All the boys getting after it this weekend?
And then,
oh, yeah, brother.
And then halftime of the Celtics-Knicks game tonight, I will make a decision to probably go home.
Mm-hmm.
And watch the second half at home.
I heard you say something in the lobby that needs to be brought here. You're going to get after it. That's fine. Mm-hmm. This is the first weekend of Eyebrowed Connor.
That's right.
There's a lot on the docket.
This is the first time.
There's a lot coming.
Really going to get after it with those new eyebrows. Yeah. Maybe you're doing all the sports stuff this week, and maybe you're doing just the mostly sports stuff. Call the shots either way. Cheers with Frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur. 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
I'm going to break protocol here on this show.
What?
This show is nothing if not rigid, and we follow it by the book every day.
That's right.
What we're going to talk about, when we're going to talk about it.
That's right.
We are absolutely strict rule followers here. Mm-hmm. I'm throwing the rule book out for right now.
Holy shit.
Because normally we would talk about the Denver Nuggets extending their series to a Game 7. We would talk about what happened in sports last night.
Yeah.
But I am so enamored with what's happening in sports tonight with this game in Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the most pressure you can remember facing a team in a situation like this? If they don't win tonight, they're not winning in Boston.
Somehow the team that won the title last year
is the plucky underdog.
Like the underdog that we got nothing to lose. Fuck it. Let's just go out there and see what happens.
And the team who hasn't been to a finals in 31 years is the team that is like coming in here with something to lose tonight. The series has flipped everything on its head. The Knicks are now the ones that are playing with everything. If they were to lose this game in this series, it's a choke. It's a collapse.
You're shitting your pants, yeah.
You're shitting your
pants going back to Boston.
And it is a terrifying game for New York, but it also has a chance to be the biggest New York basketball victory in over 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's what and New York basketball is, when they are good, it can become the center of the basketball world.
I think the finals in 99.
99, excuse me. I apologize.
Yeah.
I was going back to 94 when they made it.
But right. it was a lockout. It was a short season.
And also
maybe it doesn't count.
So 26 years instead of
26 years.
Apologize. I forget about that team when thinking about the finals.
What was the? It was the lockout year, right?
It was lockout year.
It was a shortened season.
They played 50 games.
They still got a
50
a good amount of games.
And they were an 8 seed.
That's right.
They were an 8 seed that got all the way through,
all the way to the finals.
And then
who they beat in the Eastern Conference Finals that year.
It's got to be the Pacers.
Yeah.
Because the Pacers were in the Eastern Conference Final every year.
That was pretty much, and they never really broke through. Except 2000 they did.
Mm-hmm. And
2000 they did.
Ran into the Lakers.
What year? It was I think it was 98. Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I asked myself the question and answered it.
I think
the Pacers when they shaved their heads. That was 98.
Yeah, Rick Smits looked terrible with a shaved head.
Chris Mullin shaved his head.
Yep.
Will we ever see that again in pro sports? where a team comes together to all decide, like, fuck it, let's just all shave our heads.
I think we could see it in college.
Or let's just all dye our hair blonde. You might see it in college, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just all buy in and get crazy. This will never happen again. Surely there'll be one guy on the team that's like, no, I'm not doing that. And
Like-
the 98 Pacers were all
Like Draymond's not shaving his head.
yeah.
Steph's not shaving his head.
Or even if it's not shaving your head, it's getting like the team logo shaved into the side of your head or something. There's always gonna be like one or two guys who's like, I'm just not doing that.
Alex Caruso ain't shaving his head. Just it ain't gonna happen. Anyway, I just think looking forward to tonight is even more interesting than looking back towards last night.
Now, hang on a second, because this Nuggets Thunder series is unreal.
It is. And
yeah, it is. This has been quite the series. And the Nuggets, whether
somebody looking stupid, by the way.
I know. And whether you're cheering for them or not, the Denver Nuggets are a fun team in the sense that like they are just chaos personified. Like they are you turn on a Denver Nuggets playoff game,
anything can happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Anybody could play well. Anybody could play like shit.
They could score 8 1/4. They could score 58.
You have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray going into the game last night, we hear that he's sick. He plays pretty well, you know? And then Jalen Williams plays like shit. And he looks like the one that's sick. Julian Strother, though.
The only thing is certain is Ebo was right when he said Julian Strother has no business getting playoff.
Can we find that clip from, what was that, 2 days ago? A mere 48 hours ago? You were like, what are we doing? Julian Strother in playoff minutes?
My biggest takeaway is Julian Strother watches the show.
That's got to be.
Yeah, that's the only logical takeaway is that he saw that clip.
So you fired him up.
Yeah.
He scored more points in the second half last night than he scored in the entire series up to the second half
and it was all in like a 5-minute
He scored
stretch.
14 points in the entire series going into last night, and then he scored 15 in the second half. And it was all in the 5 minutes. And he started taking just like crazy heat check shots for him. Like it was like run of the mill shots for Jokic, but for him it was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm hot. I'm throwing it up. And it was going in. He was great. It's been a great series.
Yeah.
Great series.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Porter Jr. hit some shots yesterday too.
Yeah.
It took a while to get there though.
Yeah.
He every time he goes up for a shot now, it's like, oh, that's not going in. But he was a key part of the championship team. He was lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like 89 or something, and then they ran it out. They stretched it out, and right before the 89 run, or right before the run where they stretched it out early in the fourth quarter and kind of rode it to victory, the announcer was like, Jokic only has 9 shots. He's not trying to affect this game scoring-wise at all. And at that moment, he took one of his patented where I'm going to get 6 feet from the rim, and I'm going to just throw up a lazy little floater that goes in every single time.
He does like the...
He does like a... He has a way...
Like a finger roll, but it's not... But he doesn't really roll it. He just kind of like...
And it's not a hook. It's
just kind of like a. It's like a holy shit! How do you describe it?
His 6 to 8 feet shots go in more than anybody's, and they're not actual. They don't look like actual shots sometimes.
How would you describe to a blind man what Nikola Jokic does when he's 5 feet away from the rim?
Jokic has the ball. He's in the lane. Now he's going a little bit towards the baseline, and he raised his arms. I think he's yawning. No, he's shooting it.
He's yawning.
Yeah, I thought he was yawning.
I think he has a question.
Nope. No.
He's trying to get the teacher's attention. No, he's not. He's
Jokic.
The basketball.
Oh, no, he's shooting. Okay, I'm sorry.
Shooting the basketball. Okay. No, it's been a hell of a series.
Yeah. Well, the Nuggets.
I'm excited for Game 7. Three playoff series in a row that the Nuggets have gone to Game 7.
I know the Nuggets are just they're playoff box office right now. The Knicks and the Nuggets.
They're Game 7 merchants.
I feel like the Knicks are every series go with the Knicks, and every series with the Nuggets is crazy too.
Yeah.
You think it's odd they haven't announced MVP?
I am confused by why they haven't.
Dirk got it announced.
Do they not want to
in
do
round
it?
1 and then lost, right?
Yeah.
Do they not want to do it in this series because they feel like it might motivate the guy who lost, which is obviously Jokic? Like Shea's gonna win it. Just give him the trophy. What are we doing? And also Jokic, like we'll just give it. Jokic isn't gonna care.
Did you see Jamal Murray?
That's the only thing I can think is like they don't want to. They don't want to like give it to Shea and then have the Thunder be mad that you're now putting a chip on Jokic's shoulder during the series or something. What else makes sense as to why they have?
They should give it to Shea right before Game 7.
Yeah,
and have Jokic give it to him.
Yeah, Jokic hand him the trophy.
Like green jacket
style?
Yeah,
green jacket. Yeah. The last MVP has to
This might be like a blatant controlling of narratives from the NBA, because when Embiid won the MVP and then flamed down the playoffs, it's like, I'm sorry.
There was nothing to disagree with there, by the way.
Then everyone goes, oh, he didn't deserve it. Jokic wins the MVP.
Right.
But if now like there's a scenario where they'd given it out and then Jokic had beat SGA while he's the belt holder,
yeah,
I think people.
But I think you got to give the MVP to the guy while he's still in the playoffs. Now there's a chance that I expect the Thunder to win. Vegas expects I think the Thunder are 7.5-point favorites. They should take care of business at home. There's no guarantee they do. And then you give the MVP to a guy who's been bounced from the playoff. I feel like that's worse. I feel like
there's a third idea you're not thinking
giving
of.
the MVP to a guy who's at home feels way worse to me than giving it to a guy like Embiid who then.
There's a third idea you're not thinking of.
What?
What if they're just waiting the winner of the
To see
series
who
wins
wins,
MVP?
yeah.
And then they'll do it. They're just waiting, and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll change it, whatever." Now, if Adam Silver came out Game 7, welcome to Game 7. I'd like to announce the finals, the MVP voting this year. It is a tie, and the winner of tonight's game will receive the regular season MVP.
Russell Westbrook will misunderstand what he announced, and he will be like, fuck it, dude, I'm going to get the MVP tonight. Russell Westbrook will be like, I'm going off.
It's a ladder
Watch
match.
this. Yeah. He's like, oh, shit, if I ball out tonight, I'm MVP.
He's R-Truth setting up the ladder in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, shit.
Russell Westbrook as the NBA's R-Truth is not that far off. He's just always kind of playing a little different game than everybody else.
But he makes a lot of great plays, but like last night he had like I forget time and score, but he had like a putback that I felt like was a huge play on a.
And then he almost had another one.
A tip in on the offensive rebound. 2
possessions later, I think he almost had another one, but there was a foul. It was almost like the nastiest putback dunk ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's still getting up there. He's still a freak out.
Yeah, I mean, we laugh at all the air balls and the dumb decisions, as we should, but you got to also tell the other side of the story, which is he has to play in these games because he is good when he's good.
Is he
he makes a difference.
Is he all-time starting 5 of pump up the crowd guys? Of hit a shot or hit a dunk or or take a charge and then get the crowd going?
That technical he got against the Clippers was one of the most random, one of the most all-time random cool NBA moments.
Yeah.
That I just came out of nowhere. From my perspective, they're up by 40, and he just hangs on the rim and then just starts like crazy in the crowd. That was wild. Yeah, I think you might be right. Anybody can pump up the crowd when you hit the game-winning shot.
Yeah, he does it whenever.
Play. They were up 40, and he was doing chin-ups on the rim, and he got a tech, and he's like, "I don't give a fuck."
He could tip a ball out of bounds, and he uses that as a chance to get the crowd going.
It's awesome.
I feel like Jokic plays like the crowd's not even there. He's just like,
I don't know that Jokic knows the crowd's there.
Yeah, I don't think he knows there's people watching him play basketball.
Dude, that circus shot he hit last game, he just how many guys would have made that? You know the one I'm talking about, the 1.5, and he threw it up in front of Holmgren to tie the game. How many guys would have grabbed their nuts or
shush the crowd,
free to the dome, shush the crowd? He just
he's got the same amble no matter what happens.
Has he been more demonstrative with his movements lately?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's running down the court and he's like throwing his shoulders.
He tries to do the swim move thing, which I don't love. To be honest with you,
he got Caruso on it last.
He did get Caruso. Caruso, by the way. I mean, it ended up not mattering. They lost by 12, but what a menace down the stretch he was. Denver thought they had to put away, and then he had like 3 steals and then hit a big 3 off the dribble. He was crazy. I'm an Alex Caruso guy.
He's a good NBA basketball player.
I love Alex Caruso.
Yak alum.
That's right.
Oh, he was one of those guys. He's a Yak fan.
Yeah, he was just here hanging out.
Right. He was here and he knew everybody, knew everybody's name, knew what everybody's shows were. He knew everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Called him Shooter.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that when I said I loved Alex Caruso. That's right.
Almost tripped over the cornhole board.
Almost.
Oh, he's the one?
He almost ruined
right.
everything. He almost cost us everything.
Just the reason we have waivers.
He's the one that couldn't see the fucking cornhole board and almost broke his leg.
Can I give a tip of the cap to Adam Silver, who I believe to be the best commissioner in sports? Rig the NBA lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant move. I think Cooper Flag going to the Wizards. No one wants to see that.
No.
Send him to the Mavericks. Make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Game 7 Sunday between the Nuggets and the Thunder. A lesser man would have made it tip off at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
not Adam Silver. 3:30 Eastern. Love it. Perfect time for a Game 7. Sunday afternoon, perfect time for a Game 7. We got HBO shows to watch Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
We got shit to do Sunday night. Sunday night is a time to cuddle into bed and to like kind of unwind. We don't need to ramp up the fucking intensity at night. It's a time to relax. Perfect time to tip off a Game 7.
One question, then I'll answer. Are you being real or sarcastic? Are you being real?
Are you fucking me?
I don't know.
Are you fucking me?
I don't know which direction you're actually going here.
Mr. Big Noon is now going to argue that they should play it Sunday night?
No, I'm not. I let me have some nuance to mine.
I can't figure you out, man. Who are you?
I actually do like Sunday afternoon. I like Sunday afternoon basketball. It's a part of my childhood. I like a Game 7 Sunday afternoon. I agree. However, this Sunday, I don't want my attention between the PGA Championship and the NBA game.
Then don't watch the PGA.
No.
Get out of here.
I want to watch. It's a major. It's a major. If it were the John Deere Invitational, I'd be like, it's a major.
Name 5 people in contention right now.
Vegas.
Stinky.
Stinky. Vegas' friend.
Stinky take.
Abysmal take.
No, it's not an abysmal take.
TJ, take a point away from Brandon.
It's a major.
Take a point away.
Give him the -1.
Get out of here.
There's 4 golf majors a year.
Get out of here.
There's 4 golf majors a year, and now I'm not going to be able to watch one.
Come on.
Connor, you're being quiet. You a little bit with me here?
I'm not trying to, at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, be biting my nails and have a tight butthole watching a Game 7 of NBA playoffs, dude.
Why would your butthole be tight?
Because it's pressure, man. It's the 2 best words in sports: tight butthole. Because you're.
Or is your ass clenched?
I need to experience the Game 7 emotions.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Have some time to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
And throw on the rehearsal or whatever else you're watching on a Sunday night.
Watch episode 3, by the way.
What if it's a good golf tournament?
Episode 3 is life changing. Yeah. Episode 3 is the rehearsal is
unbelievable.
A piece of television I will never forget.
I just think if you had
Iconic.
a major golf tournament going into it ends, Game 7 starts, but that's perfect. Maybe you start Game 7 like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm the only one on this island by myself. I'm the only true ball guy. I'm the only sports guy that likes multiple sports.
PGA just...
It is a major. It's
because they say it's a major?
Yes.
All right, well...
That's how these things happen.
I decide what's
you
major
don't.
in my own life.
No, you don't.
I have agency over my own life. You don't tell me what's a major. I'll tell you what's a major.
Well, this is a major.
The PGA Championship.
You're going to be locked into Johnny Vegas versus Anthony Rye.
Yeah.
Why is everybody freaking out over this leaderboard? It's a 4-round tournament. It's a 4-round tournament.
I'm just saying if that's
I'm
the
not
final pairing.
I'm not anti-golf, but golf is something that has to grab my attention, and this PGA Championship is not doing it.
It's only been one day. Why is everybody freaking out about this tournament already?
I'm not freaking out. I'm telling you.
Evo freaked out.
I'm telling you, as I'm forecasting my Sunday afternoon, I have 0 plans to watch one golf shot. It might change. I might. By the time Sunday rolls around,
that's crazy.
I'll be honest. It also doesn't really feel like, because I think golf is a big all right, I'm gonna get in the recliner, maybe sneak in a nap here, not move from this recliner for 6 hours. That's kind of the vibe, right? I don't think I'm at that point of the year yet. Like I don't think that's my circadian rhythm is not there.
But you don't have that option now. The NBA is taking it away from you. You're not going to be able to even consider that on Sunday.
Yeah, but I want to have my heart beating.
Yeah. All right, we'll watch the PGA. That'll be great. We'll diversify. We'll watch the.
I mean, I have multiple TVs. I'll watch both. I'm going to watch
on
both.
Monday. We'll talk about Game 7.
Got to be honest. I have a tea time at 1:30, so I might not watch it. I might not watch any of it. So we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. But I might not watch any of it. That's just me talking out loud.
I mean, the Cubs play Sunday, by the way.
They almost have to.
I might have to go to Ridge. I might have to get out to Ridge. I might not watch any of it either. Now that you mention it, the weather is great. I got to get outside.
The weather's turning. Mm-hmm. Did you see the next 5 days?
It's turning.
I did.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be cold again.
Turning back?
It's going to be cold again. The high on Tuesday is 52.
It's turning back, dude.
Why are you lying?
Fuck. I am not lying.
Is that Apple telling you that, though? Because Apple is on some bullshit. Man.
Yeah,
Apple
I guess
weather
it
be
is
on some
Apple.
Bullshit.
Well, is there a better weather app I can get on my phone?
I don't know who's doing the Apple weather, but like I just want to shake his hand. I want to meet that man because I just want to I need to see him face to face, and I have a word or two, but I want to be I want to be respectful of the job he's doing, but at the same time, that guy fucking sucks at his job.
Look at Tuesday and Wednesday. Look at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Come on, man.
That sucks. That sucks.
Dude, that sucks. That sucks. What about weather? And we shouldn't be selfish and just focus on us here in Chicago. Let's see what the weather in Frisco, Texas is.
What did he get?
What about the weather in Frisco, Texas, for our viewers in Frisco?
Yeah.
Let's take them into consideration because maybe they're like, no, hang on a second.
Yeah, let's see. So 85, 80. Oh, it looks.
But
Well,
scattered thunderstorms on
yeah.
Monday, so they kind of
got
understand where
some
we're
weather.
coming from. They got weather to deal with too.
I don't know that I ever considered that Apple weather's bad. I've always just used it because it's there. And yesterday I was sitting on my back porch watching a tremendous thunderstorm wreck my backyard. Just rain, lightning, wind, huge gusts of wind. It blew my rocking chair off my pier. I had to go out and swim out and get it. Anyway, it blew, and I looked on the Apple weather to see when this weather was going to end, and the radar had nothing
on it.
Nothing over the top. No, it had stuff on it. It didn't have anything over my house.
Oh, really?
There was no storm over my house.
They just be making shit up, man. They just be spinning the horses, and whatever the horses say, they're just like, yeah, rain. It looks like rain, I guess, today.
Apple Maps
They don't
also
know
gets a
shit.
bad rap. I use Apple Maps.
I hate Apple Maps.
Waze does tricks on it.
I think
It does too much.
Waze is always trying to make you take a detour, and the problem with taking a detour is that if everyone's taking the detour, it's not a detour.
Right.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just the tour at that point.
I'm a Google Maps guy. Nobody.
Yes. Google Maps is the app.
So that's the one I should download to my phone?
I don't know. That's the one I've always used. I tried Apple because it's like easier
Yeah.
because it's integrated into your phone and shit. It sucks.
Why
does Apple suck at everything other than
Getting us to buy all their phones?
yeah, making rounded edges on all their products? You're like, oh my god, look how sleek that is.
They make the easiest
fucking-
to use stuff, not necessarily the best to use.
Yeah,
That's kind of been their thing forever.
they should probably hire a weatherman.
Right.
Just Al Roker.
What if they just have like a Connor on staff that's like running Apple weather?
Mm-hmm.
Starkville's a weather place, right?
Connor,
Yeah, Starkville's a big weather place. I think Starkville and Oklahoma State. Mississippi State and Oklahoma State are the big weather places. Maybe Oklahoma.
Oklahoma has
I
the.
think it's Oklahoma,
When I
actually.
was in Norman, they
Yeah.
AccuWeather
they
was
took me to
founded
the
at Penn State.
tornado center or something at Norman
I think every meteorologist you see on TV is from Oklahoma or
or
Mississippi
Mississippi State.
Yeah. The ones in Chicago are all from Mississippi State.
The tornado alley's moving, right? Haven't we talked about
Moved
that?
east,
It's
yeah.
moving east a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's basically it's Dixie Alley now. It's
Yeah.
Mississippi and Tennessee and North Louisiana. It's god awful.
Yeah.
That win
Yeah.
last night was crazy.
Did y'all get it down here?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it blew my rocking chair off my pier.
Blew my
I slowly had to watch my rocking chair float all the way to the middle of the lake, and then I had to get in the boat and go get it, and then I caught 9 fish. Pretty good day, to be honest. It ended up being pretty good day.
I mean, you got a pretty short dock, so it's like not like it. I mean, when you say the rocking chair got blown off the pier, I mean that you're envisioning again like a place where you hold hands with your best gal as you get an ice cream.
I think you have misconstrued notions about piers.
That rocking chair blowing down the pier would be a sight to behold.
I never said it blew
But
down
this-
the pier. It was on the end of the pier already, and it got tipped over.
Okay.
It got tipped. It got blown off.
Yeah, I mean
That's
if
what-
that's a pier. Now, if
that's
a
that's a-
rocking chair goes all the way down that pier, that's fucking wild.
But that's an
That would be-
unreasonable expectation for every pier to have. You are simply you're taking the greatest piers in the world and you're saying this is a pier.
Again, I know this. I have been to your dock with my best gal. The notion that we should hold hands never even crossed my mind. Never even crossed my mind.
That's on you then. That's on you.
We
You
stood
could have
there.
held hands.
We stood there. We turned around and we took 2 steps off. That's all I'm saying. And I like you, Brandon. I want it to be a pier, but it's just not.
No.
It's just not.
There's no elderly black couple dancing with Ryan Gosling on that.
I don't know what he's
Is
talking
That La La
he
Land?
right
That-
or is he wrong?
Singing
Oh,
City of
what
Stars,
movie-
nothing.
Notebook?
Stars. Is that La La Land?
It is La La Land. Good job, Ebo.
You saw La La Land?
Oh, La La Land.
Fucking love La La Land.
Fucking love that movie.
What's
I think that
I
might be
got-
one of my 10 favorite movies.
I got
ever.
nothing on La La Land.
It's
What
so
is it?
good.
Oh, dude,
It's
it's
a
so
musical?
Yes.
good. Dude, it's so good.
It might be the best movie of like the last decade.
It's really good.
It's so fucking good.
Who else is in it?
Right.
Emma Stone.
Are you doing Mbop by Hanson? No, that was. Are you doing Third Eye Blind?
No,
I see you every day.
he's doing the opening number.
Enclosed porch. You have an enclosed patio porch?
No.
Something?
No,
Oh, I thought you were outside watching.
I was.
Okay, but it's not. You were out. You were underneath something.
I
correct?
was. I have a 3-level deck,
Mhm.
and I was underneath the bottom level on the patio.
Gotcha.
You think your house is when neighbors are on their boats, perusing the ponds you live on? You
yeah,
think
it's
they?
a lake. It's a lake though, but yeah,
You think your house is one that they go, God damn, what's that guy do?
I really do. I really do,
Wow.
Mark.
You think you're one of those guys?
But here's the thing about that. I don't think they go, God damn, what does that guy do? I think they go, God damn, Brandon Walker lives there, right? That's what I think happens. No, this is the honest to God truth. We were out in another town, and there was a group from Antioch. There were 8 of them. They were all drunk as skunks, and they were just sitting over there. They're like, Brandon Walker. And I was like, hey, y'all, hey, good to meet you. I'm Brandon. Oh, hey, I'm Sheila. I'm Betty, whatever. And then I go, okay, well, how long you been in town? Where you live? And they say, I live here. I live there. And I go to say, I live over by and this woman I've never met in my life goes, oh, honey, we know where you live.
Whoa.
So I don't know what that meant.
Well,
I'm just saying.
means you're swinging
Yeah,
quite the
yeah.
the dick in that.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So NBA basketball.
Yeah.
Back to that.
Tonight will be awesome.
Tonight's
very
going to be
excited.
fucking
Tonight's
awesome.
Gonna be fucking awesome.
Question:
Big night in New York.
Is Friday night a good night for an NBA basketball game?
I think I think the potential, like you said, I would say no. Hold on. Let me think.
From a TV perspective,
Let me think.
I think no.
TV perspective, no.
From a New Yorker perspective,
That's what I was
going to
say. Something about like this matchup in this arena.
Yeah.
This makes sense for a Friday night. I'm trying to think if if Oklahoma City, Denver was Friday night. If you switched them, and last night was
right.
and then we got the Game 6 Oklahoma City Denver tonight.
It doesn't
on a
hit
Friday.
the
I'd be
same.
like, I don't know if that hits the same, but this makes sense on a Friday night in Manhattan is this game, and then they win, say, and everyone just spills out into the street and celebrates on a Friday night. That seems awesome.
Well, let me throw one more at you, a curveball, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Throw it in Tucson. Somebody give me the Tucson.
Throw the sweeper.
They don't do that anymore, right? They don't do the.
Yeah, no. So here's what
What's
you
the
got.
new one?
You gotta go to your knee.
You got to go to the pitch track.
You gotta go. So I got my glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the knee and I'm punching it in.
Curveball.
It's crazy.
Okay. All right. Curveball.
Curveball.
So I'm throwing.
Yeah. What is the voice in the ear?
Curveball.
Did we have?
It's like Siri.
Do they get a pick? Like
Basketball.
Are there different?
I'd get mad at that.
Yeah.
I'd get very angry if I was getting shelled and like that a computer
Curveball.
voice
Yeah.
was saying curveball.
Hey, man.
Try throwing a strike next time.
you suck. So Friday night, Knicks Celtics. Sunday afternoon, Game 7, Nuggets Thunder. Monday night, possible Game 7, Knicks Celtics. Should they have had both Game 7s on Sunday back to back? Should have been like Game 7 Sunday, because I think
I think no, because the PGA Championship's going on. I gotta-
see how you are. You see how you are.
I think you have to make room for that. So no, that's a hard no for me. Don't infringe.
But they didn't make room for it. That's the problem.
Don't infringe on the PGA.
PGA should move theirs to prime time. They should move theirs to after dark.
Yeah, two Game 7s would be something.
It would hit.
We've had that before, right? We've had that
almost
before.
certainly.
I have memories of that.
Especially in like first rounds when there's a bunch of games, they have to have them on the same nights. But right now, I guess it's spaced out. You could,
Yeah, you could.
you could have 2 bites at the apple of kind of prime time-ish. But
I don't know. The grass is always greener. It's always like you do 2 Game 7s, and then the next day rolls around, and you're kind of like, now what?
Mhm.
Like, and then on Monday you're like, I got nothing to do. This sucks. It would have been nice to have another Game 7, but then there's a chance one of them's a dud. You're like, it would have been nice to have another one.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to throw 2 Game 7s at the wall and see which one sticks.
So does this weekend belong to the National Basketball Association, the Professional Golfers Association, the horses, Or I think we all know the answer.
Is there a horse race?
The Preakness is this weekend.
Preakness is this weekend?
Yeah, but the
Sovereignty's not running it,
Right.
so who cares?
they should just kill all the horses when that happens. What's the point?
That's the alternative. If he runs it, he probably does it. Rob Manfred's the worst commissioner in sports this weekend.
Why? Because they don't what?
It's rivalry weekend.
Juan Soto returns to New York returns to the Bronx for the first time tonight during the Knicks game. Bad draw for Rob.
Bad draw, Rob Manfred.
Yankees Mets tonight. It's rivalry weekend.
Like tonight, not
Yeah,
today.
6 p.m.
It's not
Central.
It's not a 2 p.m. first pitch. It's
No.
tonight during the game. Interesting. Go ahead,
Mets
Brandon.
Yankees.
He just said the phrase Juan Soto returns to the Bronx for the first time. Juan Soto played for the Yankees for 16 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is this?
They're making it a big thing.
I feel like this is one of those
But-
stories that inside the circle of New York
Now,
City
hang on
is
a second.
gigantic, and nobody in Denver
Now,
or
hang on a
Seattle
second.
gives a fuck.
Now, hang on a second.
It's rivalry
They
weekend.
did go to the World Series. They won the pennant.
Yeah.
He had some moments that popped.
He was there.
Who could forget? He had he was like the guy on Texas, the fucking Texas baseball player. He had that moment with the Guardians pitcher, right, where he was just like
Stared him down.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like
Sure,
throw a
sure,
pitch,
sure.
he'd spit on it and be like, all right,
Uh-huh.
all right.
He did,
all right.
he did his shuffle.
Yeah, and then he fucking smoked a home run, right?
Yeah.
That's correct. That
Yeah, I
happened.
think in the clinching game.
But I feel like this is we work at Barstool.
So that makes it. You're right.
We have a lot of New Yorkers.
But doesn't that amplify? Isn't that a multiplier? Isn't it like you were here for 1 year, but that's a 3x multiplier?
And you chose to leave
Because
New York for New York.
know.
I get that. I get that. But I still feel like that's a huge deal to TJ and Yankees and Mets fans. I don't know that that's carrying across Middle America.
I think if you're a fan of baseball, it's a compelling storyline.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'm just.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, let's be honest.
The-
People in Seattle aren't going to be
Maybe I'm just stupid.
losing their minds over it, but
Maybe I'm just dumb.
What is the full?
Maybe I'm just. An
it's
idiot.
something. I would say it's something.
What's
Certainly something in the city of New York.
the full lineup of rivalries this weekend? You guys are playing the Cardinals. I
The
assume?
Cubs are playing the White Sox.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We have the old poop game, but it's no longer the poop game because they changed up the graphics. Pittsburgh playing the Phillies
The Cubs.
Real quick, how was that ever poop?
because the
P
Pirates
P.
the
yeah.
Pirates
All right.
logo 0-0 and then the Phillies logo.
I think I'm making a prediction. I'm calling my shot right now. They're gonna give us some poop Easter eggs this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
They're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna give us some poop.
Yeah. Even though that's not really a
It's
rivalry.
rivals.
You think it's a poop?
Red Wivel rivalry this week.
Wait.
So it's not really
Braves Red Sox.
It's not rivalry as much as it is kind of regional, right? Like,
interleague
Yeah, what?
rivals.
the Royals and the Cardinals aren't really rivals.
Tigers Blue Jays.
Rivalries,
I guess those are
Vedder
kind
Cup?
of close.
Well, the Braves used to be in Boston up until 1953. So
I think. Hold on. Let me.
the Vedder Cup,
What is that?
Are you going to just
that-
thumbs up, thumbs down if it's a
the
rivalry?
Pearl Jam
or not?
guy.
I think the
Eddie,
only one that stands out to me is like I don't really get it is Braves Red Sox. The rest of them you kind of I don't know. They're at least like close enough to.
Okay, Chicago makes sense. Ohio makes sense. Pennsylvania makes sense. The
Beltway
DC
Series
area makes sense.
Subway Series makes
yep.
sense.
Uh,
Detroit, Toronto.
I guess
is,
they're the closest, right?
yeah.
That's not much.
I think a lot of
Detroit
people,
does have a lot of Canada influence.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that like probably live in Canada and work in Detroit.
I know.
Like
But
they-
Toronto's
or-
like not
or-
sitting on top of them.
Yeah, they're not sitting on top. but
our
they're-
resident Canadian is a big Detroit sports fan.
Who?
Greer.
How many Canadians we got?
Old Greersy,
Yeah.
big Detroit sports fan.
Again, don't understand Braves Red Sox, but maybe someone could explain that to Boston Braves.
It's got to be the Boston Braves.
Boston
yeah, it
Braves
has to be
thing?
that. Yeah. Florida.
Florida,
Missouri,
Texas.
Texas. Uh-huh.
That's Packers Vikings.
Yeah, I think that's
You
just
know.
okay. You guys are both up on the top of the map. Y'all get together because
Yeah, I mean Minnesota and
way up there.
Wisconsin have their little thing where they're like kind of rivals, but also just like
too,
the
ni-
exact same state
too nice to be
to
rivals.
each other. Colorado, Arizona, sure. Seattle, San Diego, I guess stands out as like
What is the Vedder Cup? There's a name for it.
What? Google Vedder Cup, Seattle, because
Seattle, San Diego.
that has to be.
Seattle, San Diego also stands out as like I don't really get
Mhm.
that one as a rivalry, but
Season Series Trophy award to the winner of the matchup between the Seattle Mariners and San
What?
Diego. When the fuck did they start doing this?
What?
25.
Oh,
the What? Hold on.
It's a guitar. Is it for? Okay, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder's a Cubs fan.
What is this?
Hold on.
Eddie Vedder made the trophy?
Eddie Vedder's a Cubs guy.
Well, he's from Seattle. What's San Diego got to do with it?
What? He's in the go back up. He's in the Padres Hall of Fame.
Tiebreakers?
What why is he in the Padres Hall of Fame?
And Eddie Vedder.
I need to know more about Eddie Vedder. Pull up Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder is a. I've always known him to be the Cubs guy. Do we need White Sox Dave to like point a finger in his face and like he did to Cusack and?
Eddie Vedder
you can't
whip
be
White Sox Dave's ass.
You can't be a Cubs, Padres, Mariners guy. I guess you can if you're Eddie Vedder, but
Yeah, you can sneak in like Padres fandom underneath other fandoms.
It just looks like he grew up in San Diego.
Did he? He went to Seattle to do the music?
Seattle
do the where's
yeah,
Chicago come into play?
I'll look it up.
Wait, did he put himself on the trophy?
And why? I mean, there are a lot of people that have.
Baseball really tried to sneak this. They tried to.
Militant, diehard Cubs fan.
Yeah.
They tried to sneak this Vedder Cup by us.
Oh yeah.
They tried to sneak it right
This
by
is good
us.
journalism by us to notice this.
Rob Manfred, you are the worst
the
commissioner.
worst
in sports.
commissioner in sports. You thought we wouldn't notice this?
Born in Evanston, and then moved when he was a kid to San Diego.
And Seattle's just where he went and did music. So he claimed every city in his life.
Yeah,
He claims their baseball team.
So if the Cubs,
but he is a diehard.
This
Cubs
if
fan.
the
seems to
Cubs
be-
and the Mariners and the Padres all played each other in the World Series, who was
Right.
Eddie Vedder cheering for?
Good question.
The Cubs. This seems to
How
be
did
like
how
a
they know
deep-
that?
a deep internet type thing where it was making its way around the message boards where they needed to create a name for the rival because they were an interleague pair, but they weren't really a pair.
Do you
So
think
they
this
gave it a name?
This does not have Eddie Vedder's blessing. This was like the internet named it this, and
He created the trophy.
he actually did.
That's
create
what
the
it
trophy.
said, yeah. Or he helped create the trophy.
What the?
What is-
fuck?
But he grew up in a Chicago. Where the fuck did this man grow up?
Get
He
Find out more about
Get
Eddie
him on the
Vedder's
phone.
life.
Get him on the phone.
It said he was born in 1964. In the mid 1970s, he moved to San Diego. So he probably had a good 10 years growing up in Evanston.
All right.
Chicago Cubs diehard.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that is confusing as all hell. The Vedder Cup is Padres, Mariners to commemorate the life of the diehard Cubs fan.
Who moved to San Diego when he was
move-
13.
And then made music. Was he ever in Seattle, or is he
Yes.
just like he did grunge music and we associate grunge with
The band
Seattle?
definitely came out of
The,
Seattle.
Yes.
the band actually came out of Seattle.
Correct.
What? He also looks too. I don't know. Why does he look like?
Hey, you know what?
Don't call me daughter.
Hey, they were gonna name the
Get ready.
they were gonna name the Padres Mariners rivalry after someone else, but they couldn't find a better man. What do you think about that, Connor?
I wouldn't mind if you told that again. That was so good.
Hey, the NBA playoffs are here, and the only place to buy hard-to-get playoff tickets is Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to tip-off. You can save 60% when buying last-minute tickets. So if you are living anywhere in the vicinity of Oklahoma City, anywhere in the vicinity of New York City tonight, a lot of people are. I've heard a lot of people do live in the vicinity of New York City. Get yourself to the games using Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MOSTLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code MOSTLY, MOSTLY, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. Also, Game Time is a godsend for the for baseball games.
Yeah.
For the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
The last yeah. You know what? I'll just go to the. I'll just go to the
game
game.
today.
Why don't I just go to the game?
Especially in Chicago, it's just
Chicago-
in the city.
It's so convenient. So convenient. Yeah. To
Somebody-
just pop over to Wrigley.
Hop on the brown line.
Somebody in the chat said that the Vedder Cup started a couple years ago when they did rivalry weekend, and they placed these two teams together because I guess they don't have any other major rivals. And then like the fans started to look for, I guess,
just any connection.
any connections to make it like a meme, and they were like, let's call it the Vedder Cup, and now the MLB is acknowledging that as the official name. So like Eddie Vedder did not create this rivalry.
Yeah.
The teams were placed together, and the fans had to figure out a link.
Okay.
So the fans came up
Should
with
we try
that.
to come up with a different link?
Yeah, there might be a better
There's
link.
got to be
Between
San Diego and Seattle.
And Seattle.
Okay, so Will Ferrell
Got it.
played Ron Burgundy in San
San
Diego.
Diego.
Did he ever play anybody in Seattle?
No, I have the perfect one.
Tom Hanks did.
Tom Hanks. I mean, Tom Cruise was in San Diego for Top Gun Maverick.
That's right.
So the Tom
The Tom Trophy.
Yes,
Tom Hanks, Sleepless in
Connor
Seattle.
believes he has one. I believe.
It's the Miranda Cosgrove pipeline.
No.
What the fuck are you doing?
This is
Yeah, Drake and Josh and iCarly.
There's no way.
Drake and
No
Josh
way.
took place in San Diego. Miranda Cosgrove played Megan on that show. She then played Carly Shay in iCarly, which was set in Seattle. It's the Miranda Cosgrove pipeline.
No way.
Can you call something the Miranda Cosgrove pipeline?
I think so.
No way.
It's
Cosgrove Cup.
yeah, the Cosgrove Cup. That's got to be the name.
Way better.
We're rebranding it the Cosgrove Cup.
It does roll off the tongue a little better than Vedder Cup.
It's so much better.
Cosgrove Cup.
Connor, you suck so much.
I love those shows.
God damn you, Connor.
So good.
God damn you.
So I asked the question, who does this weekend belong to? And it was rhetorical because the answer is obvious. The WNBA starts this weekend.
No shit.
The WNBA regular season starts this weekend.
How many
so.
times do you think without having? I assume you have not looked at the schedule. So let's let's do this together. Let's go around the room and guess how many times do the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever play each other this year in the regular season? I'm gonna guess. I'll start with 12.
I was going to say 38.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
The first one is tomorrow.
I'm gonna guess they play 5 times before June 1st.
Five
Times before
or
the end of June, I guess. When
Before
is
the end of
season
June. There's no way of knowing, man. How the fuck would anyone know? How the fuck,
5 times before the
how
end,
the
end
fuck
of
would anyone
June.
know?
Season starts.
I think they play 12 times this year.
I'm going to say legitimately, how many? 6 maybe?
6?
I don't know.
They played each other 6 times the first 2 weeks last
I don't know.
Come on, Brandon. Come on, man.
Well, check your season
Anybody got any other
Connor, check your
guesses?
season tickets.
I do not have season tickets just yet.
Connor, you're the Sky
think it's a
fan.
little
I know.
How many times?
And I also am. I regret to report that I will not be able to go to the home season opener next week.
You missed the home season opener. You missed Angel Reese's birthday party,
I would have went to that.
right? Dude, we didn't even talk about that.
No.
He didn't even go to the Angel Reese
The 23rd?
20th?
23rd?
Like
23rd?
2K vibes only.
Yeah.
Hasn't even acknowledged Haley Van Lith on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Not a Van Lither.
She's a Sky.
Yeah, but Van Lith or Angel Reese, it's always the Bayou.
You don't have to choose. They're on the same
You're a
team.
Sky
It's
fan.
always the Bayou Barbie. I don't know. And Angel Reese had the press conference earlier, whether it was this week or last week, where she said next question, refused to acknowledge the reporter. Yeah, I'm at a rough point in my Sky fandom. I won't lie. I'm
Turning on them?
No, I'm not turning on him, but I am not
Connor, I can't
as
help but
involved as I
notice
should be.
Every time we talk about the Sky, you seem to be at a rough point.
I'm not as involved as I should be, and I need to be better.
This seems to be a.
I'll be
I'm
locked.
going to say it. I don't think you're a Sky fan.
Yeah.
I'll be locked in tomorrow.
All right, give your prediction.
I'll be locked in
for the
tomorrow when they play the Indiana Fever. Huh?
season. Yeah, let's get your official Chicago Sky predictions for the year. Record, team MVP, most improved player.
Mm-hmm.
How far do they go?
Well, it's championship or bust. I know that. MVP,
You got that right.
MVP, Angel Reese.
You're not going to take this seriously?
Most improved, I'd probably go Angel Reese. And record, probably Angel Reese and 12.
The answer for
How many times
Sky
do they play?
Fever is 5.
5 out of.
And once in the Commissioner's Cup. That's a big one.
A lot of cups. A lot of cups.
New team debuts tonight, right?
They don't wear cups.
The
The
Who's.
C Cup. They played in the C Cup.
Valkyrie.
What? All right, stop. Don't look it up.
Okay.
Give Mark a point.
Who knows?
Do we want to do our WNBA preview?
We're gonna do the WNBA preview in a second. Who knows what city the Valkyrie are in? Do you just know?
They are in the city of Golden State.
Because it would have delayed the Warriors from playing.
Okay. All right.
Had the series extended, the Warriors wouldn't have played tonight, and Steph Curry would have been back.
Are they called Golden State?
They are in the city of Golden State.
They called Golden? Okay.
I think the California.
That's pretty fucking awesome, by the way, that the Warriors just get away with being called Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the California Warriors. They're
No.
Golden State.
Not even the Bay Area Warriors, which that would be cool too, actually. But
That's pretty sweet.
I believe they're one of two teams whose location is not a city or a state.
I saw this and I don't believe it because the second one
It's Golden State.
Oh, is it?
is Brooklyn, right?
Yes.
Which is a borough.
Yes.
But it's a city. Brooklyn's a city.
Oh.
Is Brooklyn not an incorporated city?
What
Brooklyn
about
is
Tampa
called-
Bay?
It's a
In basketball.
Right,
Oh.
but don't they have their own?
district, like borough mayor.
Who's
Yeah.
who's the seventh team?
Oh.
With purple in it.
You want a hint?
No.
I mean, I've got almost nothing on it. I can't picture another purple baseball team other than the Rockies. I know I'm being stupid right now, but I can't picture another purple football team other than the Vikings. Huh. But it might be their secondary color, but NBA is where most of the purple teams were. What's the hint?
The hint is fuck. I'm trying to think of how to say this hint I have in my head. What?
Can we divulge the sport?
Give me the
Well,
sport.
that would be
No, don't give.
That'd be
Don't give me the sport.
the hint is cucks on Twitter.
I'm not.
A
That's a good hint.
cuck.
That's
A
good
cuck
hint.
on Twitter.
That's a good hint.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great hint.
A singular cuck on Twitter. I believe I'm using that term correctly,
Yes.
I
right?
don't know if I keep up with cucks enough.
No, not the Canucks. Cucks.
I heard cucks. Let's do our WNBA preview.
Immaculate Grid.
There
That
was
was really.
yeah,
there was a story not too long ago. Yeah.
All right.
Let's leave it at that.
Sun, Aces, Sun, Mercury. Sun, 10
we are.
points.
There is just no born outside the U.S. 50 states and D.C.
All right. Where are we going to put Tina
Let's
Charles?
look for Australians. Think Australians.
Lauren Jackson, right?
I don't know any. Aren't Brazilian? Isn't there a Brazilian woman?
Or Liz Cambridge from somewhere?
Yeah,
Cambridge?
but I don't know if she ever played for the Mercury.
Fuck, dude.
She might be bottom right.
This one is tough. This is. We might not get a single one.
Nafisa Collier, right?
Tina Charles
Or what?
is going somewhere.
Who's on the wings? Or who's
Wings are.
Arika.
Oh, you could do-
Agumbawale?
Oh,
But she hadn't played for the Mercury or the Aces, but she might.
10 points a game.
I'm gonna say this. None of my Rutgers took.
No.
Oh, we're fucked.
I got Mercuries and I got Aces, but I don't have a Mercury. Like there's
Yeah,
no
no
Mercury
cross on the
Ace,
grid here.
and all of them were. Mercuries,
Sun.
I got nothing.
Dude, I am
This
stumped. This one's
nasty.
hard.
All right, Sun,
10 points a game is Tina Charles.
Tina Charles.
It has to be. Has to be.
All right.
There we go. And we're off.
All right. I like Agumbawale for 10 points a game for the Wings.
Good pull, Ebo. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There we
Wait.
go. All right.
Her name. Could we have used her for outside?
Probably could have used. Well, no.
I don't know
No.
where she's from.
Is she on
She went to college.
10 points a
She went to
game?
college in Notre Dame because she hit that shot.
10 points a game born outside the U.S. Is that Liz Cambridge?
Where was she born?
She's Australian? No.
No.
Yeah.
Lauren Jackson is for sure Australian.
Lauren Jackson's for sure Australian.
Can we use Lauren Jackson for the other any?
No, because she played for the
All right,
Seattles.
so do Lauren Jackson then. Let's
Yeah.
do Lauren Jackson.
For sure Australian.
All right, there we go.
Okay, all right. So that's 3. Now we got a Mercury Sun ought to be Sue Bird?
Fucking.
Sue Bird?
Who did the Sun used to be?
That used to be the Orlando Miracle.
LaCharlotte
yeah,
Smith.
Charlotte
Charlotte Smith?
Charlotte, dude. That's LaCharlotte.
Gotta be.
That's gotta be LaCharlotte. Did she average 10 points a game? Could have used.
I think she had 10 points career.
Ace is Asia Wilson. Is she American?
Yes, very.
Like that,
Fuck, dude, this is hard.
Think about
Kelsey Plum, American.
Think about
Canadians. Any Canadians?
Think about did anyone watch the Olympics this year? Any of the women?
We didn't watch the fucking.
Any of you guys watch the women's basketball Olympics?
If you watch the U.S. play, who did they play against?
Oh my God, they beat everybody by 80.
Right.
France had good
That one
players.
Watch any of that. The French girl. Who's the French girl? Where's she play? Dude, this sucks. Dude, I don't know.
This is the toughest one we've had.
This is tough. I think we punt. I think we just give up. I got nothing. I'm not even.
Was sure Sue Bird didn't play for her?
I mean,
She
try
was
Sue
Seattle,
Bird.
right?
Try
No,
Sue
she
Bird.
was Seattle. I'm thinking Connecticut because she played for you.
But I mean,
That's what I'm thinking.
Mercury.
Kelsey Plum's American.
Did Tarasi ever play for anybody but the Mercury?
She American?
Was Tarasi not born in the U.S.? Try Tarasi not born in the U.S. Maybe she's like on some Kobe shit where she was
Born in Italy.
born in Italy or something.
Here?
Yeah.
This seems okay. Well, we'd have nothing anyway.
I know she represents us, but
Fuck.
That's
The problem with the multiple teams is that
We got
none of us know what
fucking
journeyman,
nothing, dude.
journeywoman.
we just know LaCharlotte Smith. See, Tina Charles could have gone everywhere.
She can,
Liz Cambridge is not.
Played aces.
Yeah, she would have counted.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's all right.
It's fine. It's fine. So
all right.
you gotta have failures so that when the success finally comes,
That's right.
Hard one. 0 more than 9 today. More zeros than 9. I love a
There's
0.
still, how many people played?
This many.
Like a few hundred.
300.
382 games.
Okay.
That's probably more than when we started doing this. I
Somebody-
think we're doing some great promotion for the WNBA Immaculate Grid.
Somebody is still in an office building somewhere firing up, like loading up these Immaculate Grids for 300 people every day.
Yeah, it's for us. I mean, we're
Yeah.
we're 5 of them.
For
5 of the people.
do the MLB Immaculate Grid. See how many players have played that one.
Have you seen the one where you have to guess their swing pattern, Ebo?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Do that
All right, fuck it. Let's just do this.
No, I don't want to do it. I just want to say how many players. Wow.
Fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're here. We're here. What else? What else are we gonna do?
Caminiti played for the Astros and the
Yeah.
Padres.
Um,
Caminiti, or Kevin Bass, but Caminiti. Yeah.
Mets.
Fuck, what am I
Mets.
That's Padres.
Oh,
Padres.
Cameron, was he on both?
hold on, because he was also. I would rather use him for Seattle, New York Mets. Yeah, Mike Cameron for sure there.
Good pull.
I mean, dare I say Juan Soto?
for Padres.
Yes,
Be a good
yes,
guess.
For
yes,
Padres.
yes,
It's not a bad guess.
yes.
Is I mean, that's just it's a guess. It's a shot in the dark.
Astros.
Astros war.
Just put a
Biggio.
Yeah. Biggio, Altuve probably. Or is he not?
Yeah, probably, but Biggio
yeah,
for sure.
Probably work.
Piazza.
Piazza for
Go.
yeah, surely, right?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2000 K
Throw
career.
Roger Clemens on the bottom right.
Yeah. For Mariners,
Old
Felix
Felix
Hernandez.
Hernandez, Randy Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Randy
Johnson's for
Johnson.
sure.
2000 strikeouts is sneaky a lot.
I would go Kevin Brown here. Is that a lot?
How many years did he pitch?
A lot.
There we go. And all we have to do is think of an Astro Mariner.
An Astro Mariner.
Astro Mariner.
That's
Pretty good.
An Astro Mariner.
that's motherfucking that's
goddamn.
oh god. That's
Oh fuck! Y'all know who I'm talking about. Pitcher. Think of a pitcher. Think of a guy.
Gaddis?
Drew Storm played for the Mariners. I don't think he played for the Astros. If it was Mariners Blue Jays.
Did Moises
That would've been a
Alou
deep
play
hole.
for the Mariners?
No.
Did Ken
play for
Griffey
the Astros?
Jr. play for the Astros?
No. Jay Buhner.
Did Ichiro play for the Astros?
No.
Did
He might have.
Edgar. No.
fucking
No, it's Justin Moore.
Juan
now.
Uribe?
did fucking
Did Cesar Izturis play for both these teams? I think Cesar Izturis played for the Astros. Julio Lugo, maybe?
Oh, I like that one. I like Julio Lugo a lot.
Joey Cora?
I like
Joey
Julio
Cora,
Lugo.
I like Julio Lugo though.
I like Lugo. Lugo.
Julio. This one?
Yeah.
A lot of Lugos, eh? Yay! Oh.
Oh, no.
Fucking idiot.
I said Cesar. Audit. Check Cesar Izturis. Check
You
Cesar.
fucking idiot.
Check Cesar Izturis.
God damn it. Oh, Randy Johnson, dude.
Should have done Randy Johnson.
Oh, we should have done Randy Johnson. God damn it.
What were we thinking?
Check Cesar Izturis.
Oh man. We can't get distracted. We can't let the baseball one
Yeah, you're right.
pull
You're
us
right.
in.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
That's
We
too much.
can't- we-
It's too much.
We're WNBA.
There's not a lot of.
Just wanted to see. Just wanted to see what it felt like.
By the way, I don't see as tourists at all.
Or not, yeah. Jason Hamill or
Oh,
You're so-
Wade LeBlanc, dude, it was right
Cameron
there.
Mavis?
Wade LeBlanc was right
Wade Miley.
there.
Fucking Randy Johnson. I knew we should have gone.
Who is the
Felix.
most, who is, besides Randy Johnson, who is the highest WAR?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Doug
Hey,
Doug
hey,
Fister.
40 War 2000?
Hey Connor. Doug
No,
Fister.
for the, I
Doug
was just
Fister.
curious who
I-
should have gotten for Astros Mariners. But
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I was family friends with the Fisters. not that.
How friendly. How
I
friendly,
was
Connor.
family friends with- Look up. I forget his first name. Hold on. I think it's hold on.
Your whole life you've been friends with the Fisters?
No. Oh no. This is what. Look up. Look up Sean Pfister. He was a long drive champion, and I lived in the same town as him back in South Carolina. The Fisters. There he is.
Sean
Unit.
Pfister.
That's his brother?
SF Beast is his Twitter? Okay. Sean the Beast Fister?
Yeah, dude. He used to drive like
Fister.
400 yards.
He's the Beast Fister?
Why does he have his glamour shot's like a pro wrestling manager?
The Beast Fister.
Look up.
Beast
the
Fister.
Come
Beast
on,
Fister.
dude. The
We
Beast
need the Beast Fister.
I love just Hall of Fame.
No, he is.
No.
I don't
What
know
Hall
if we
of
can find him on. I never looked up any of his YouTube stuff, but he used to be just like a tank. He was a long drive champion.
The golf course is calling and I must go. I get it.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Answer the call.
That's so fucking relatable. That's so relatable.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is the crown jewel of the NASCAR Mexico Series. Tight corners and fast straights push drivers to their limits with door-to-door battles all race long. Anything can happen in Mexico City, where bold moves and dramatic finishes are part of the show. The fan experience is electric with passionate crowds, nonstop energy, and a celebration of motorsports culture. Tickets are going fast, so lock yours in now at NASCAR.com and don't miss the excitement. Feel the adrenaline in Mexico City. Get your NASCAR Cup Series ticket now for edge-of-your-seat racing action. Secure your seat today at NASCAR.com.
He was the first person to win the
We're
American.
still on Fister?
He was the first American to win the long drive championships 3 times.
Grab your ball like the Doug Fister. What's his name? Sean?
So this is not Doug Fister.
No, different Fister family, but
He does not look like a long hitter.
he
Yeah, what?
No chance.
he was old.
He is,
Dude,
no, he's built like a fucking
He eclipsed-
2000s MLB player, though.
It says here he eclipsed 400 yards. He was the first person to ever do that in the final.
Show me his.
That was not. I mean,
He would hit nukes. His prime was in the
I got it. I don't believe this. I don't believe
late 90s, early 2000s.
try to be.
I think this Fister thing is a big ruse
Yeah, no,
by you.
he had a bunch of surgeries.
Oh, okay.
there we go.
He's
There was
long
one.
driving against plumbers.
The World Long Drive Championship.
I mean, he's in baggy
Yeah,
khakis,
in like
Titus.
I mean, in the early '90s, no one could hit the
2001.
That first bounce was just pow.
Pow.
It rolled out past 373 and won a championship.
373.
I ran into
No,
a
but then
couple
he
of my
had 400.
competitors the night before, and they were laughing.
You know what, Connor? Just shut up.
The Beast
Just
Connor.
shut up.
His name's the Beast Fister.
What's his name?
The Beef Fister?
The Beef Fister, dude.
The
That's a little crazy, no? All right.
Brandon, you tell me, is this anything? Caleb Williams reportedly did not want to go to the Chicago Bears.
So,
Caleb Williams and the Caleb Williams family were very anti-Chicago Bears Caleb Williams is now obviously on the Chicago Bears. He is the face of the franchise in a season where I think Bears fans are extremely optimistic. They have a new head coach. It's year 2 for their star quarterback. But now a report comes out that he never even wanted to be there at all.
So I think it's nothing.
Okay.
I think it's because looking at the timeline they're reporting, it looks like during his last year at USC, when the old regime was at the Bears, Caleb Williams and his team were looking at it like, I don't know about this. Mm-hmm. But then in the pre-draft lead-up, he went to Hallis Hall, or he went to the Bears, sat down with the new leadership and it was like, oh, okay,
yeah,
I'm down with this group.
This is an old report. He's not anti the city and the uniform. He's anti that group of people that were.
He was anti what they had going on in the organization.
Yeah, right.
And then when he went and personally saw what they had going on in the organization, the new stuff, he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted anyway. He walked in wearing a bucket hat. That's not on me, is it?
Hey, Liam.
You didn't walk in at all yesterday, and then today you walk in.
Yeah, because I wasn't here.
And now today you walk in wearing a long sleeve shirt and a bucket hat.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I asked for 3 weeks if we were supposed to come in or not yesterday. The most mixed answers of no and maybe I've ever had. And then I got a text from Lukey saying, yeah, you would despise it here. So I said,
yeah, and
all I need is one.
And your absence just happens to coincide with the Vegas Knights being bounced from the playoffs in humiliating fashion.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I stood up to the podium right after.
But this is, but not the bench. I mean, this is the real podium.
Yeah, this is the O.J. Simpson Memorial Bench.
You're nowhere to be found.
Gotta get better.
Okay. Nothing you can really say to that.
Last night, the Caps are no longer. They have left. They've exited.
Wait, what?
What? No, they're not in the playoffs anymore.
We lost?
Oh yeah, we should have led with that. Sorry, Ebo.
Yeah, and I know you were living and dying with every puck thing.
Yeah,
with every puck of the puck.
every puck of the puck, you were.
I think the only time I turned it on this playoffs, they were at the intermission, so I switched back to the NBA.
I'm going to say something right now, and if it offends you, great. If it doesn't, great.
So, yeah, just lay it on me, thick.
I don't buy that you were a huge Caps fan.
What?
I'm not buying it.
TJ, pull up me at the 2019 clinching game in DC with a sling in my arm.
Yeah, TJ, pull that up.
All right, what do I?
I don't know.
Ow.
I was at Gallery Place when we clinched the cup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just had surgery.
Name 3 players on that team.
TJ Oshie.
Name
Tom
4 more.
Wilson, Alex Ovechkin.
Name 6 more.
Braden Holtby.
Name 12
Brooks
more.
Like, Jacob Verana, Nicholas Backstrom.
Name 3 Chicago
Mike
Sky
Green.
right now.
Joe Ward. What?
3
Chicago Sky. Carrington.
Blutman. Give me the up-to-date skinny on the National Hockey League playoffs right now. What's the hottest thing in the streets right now?
The hottest thing in the streets is obvious. The coldest thing in the streets, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Up 2-0.
Yeah.
Everyone knew, supposed puck knowers like myself knew if Florida scored the overtime goal in Game 3, that series was over in 6 for Florida.
A flag? Do we have a flag? I need to throw a flag on this. Because, I said
supposed.
I just threw the flag.
Okay. You didn't.
I think everybody's TJ,
work with me.
Everybody's acting like this is.
Fuck.
Everybody's acting like, same old Toronto Maple Leafs choking again. They're playing the defending Stanley Cup champions, and their goalie got hurt. Correct?
Yeah, but
their goalie got hurt.
It's actually quite irrelevant because Joseph Woll has done more than hold his own and has played well for the most part.
You don't think having their starting goalie would have helped a little bit?
I don't see the Oilers complaining that their goalie got hurt either.
Their goalie was the weakest part of their team.
Their awful goalie that gives up 6 goals per game is playing and just had back-to-back shutouts for Edmonton.
Why are you hollering?
Because that was non-knowledge right there. That was bad. That was 0 IQ. I gotta put you. You don't get to make the cop-out mistake that our goalie isn't like our goalie's hurt. I
feel like you can a little bit.
Really? Because then why aren't you asking Austin Matthews why he has less goals in round 2 than like you?
Because I didn't know.
Austin Matthews hasn't done a single thing with the C on his chest in the post. The guy played a season pro in Switzerland and didn't even score a postseason goal. How about little Mitchie Marner?
He hasn't done much.
Mitch Marner is one of the worst playoff players I think I'll ever see in my lifetime, and anyone lining up to pay him $14 million is just getting scammed. He's a stain on a great sport, quite honestly.
God damn.
Jesus.
Woo.
What if he signs with the Blackhawks?
Prayers out to you. You guys aren't doing anything.
Why'd you come in so angry today?
His
He's
nice
fired
loss,
up.
his
in
nice
the
game.
Knights
No,
loss.
because I'm
We're
just an
eliminated.
honest guy. He's a regular season merchant. Where skill and finesse is all the show.
It's Friday. We're trying to be in a good mood.
You're going to a
Sorry.
weekend. Connor's got eyebrows.
He's got early
get-
onset pancake syndrome, guys. You got to
Can
cut
we,
him a break.
No, I ain't worried about any of that stuff.
us-
Although,
They're the
again,
favorite.
completing the Grand Slam would be comical, but it's not happening.
He's got the
It's
EOPs.
like a Denny's Grand Slam.
Yeah,
40 eggs, 40 pieces of bacon.
Yeah, sure.
He's going to have to eat pancakes or waffles.
Maybe both.
And the Wimbledon, and the Stanley Cup.
I am rooting. I am rooting for you. The streams where you can't watch the Stanley Cup. I like you a lot, and I know how much you love hockey. But I mean that's gonna be very funny.
It would be.
Will we do
I
that?
would enjoy that a lot.
Here?
Yeah.
We do that
Yeah.
in on our channels, or is that going to be on Blood Watches
the
Ball?
Blood Watches Balls channel.
I guess that's a conversation we'll never have.
Oh. That's exciting.
Guess that's a conversation we'll never have.
Fair enough.
How's Alcaraz doing?
Alcaraz just beat Lorenzo Musetti in Rome today. He awaits
Love
the winner
that.
of Yannick Sinner, who was back, first tournament back, and Tommy Paul.
If you see Alcaraz, will you tell him I said hello?
Yeah, I will.
And he's my goat.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
will,
thank
for
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Me and him are boys. Me and Yannick are boys.
You going to watch the final round of the PGA Championship on Sunday?
I'm gonna watch every round when I'm not here.
Yeah.
Is that something that we could discuss?
Please.
ESPN just glazing Michael Block like that still needs to be a thing. I saw him hit every shot yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's the big 2025.
Yeah. That's a 3-year-old story now. 2-year-old story. 3-year-old?
That's the PGA, baby.
Yeah, that was 2022. Yeah.
These guys in here, they were glazing the NBA. They're like, NBA's putting their Game 7 at 3:30 on Sunday, and I raised my hand as a ball knower, and I was like, hey guys, I don't know that I want a Game 7 right during the peak time of the final round of a major, and they all shouted me down like it's not a real major, and then Mark was like, I'll decide what's a major around here, and then he hit me in the face.
I mean, you can tell me it's a major.
Yeah.
I will decide in my own life what's a major.
I would also rank it last.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
It
last
doesn't
is still a
diminish it, but I
major.
would rank it last, and I was asked.
Everybody would rank it last, but it's still a major.
I was asked to rank the tennis and golf ones together, and I still put this dead last.
Oh, okay. Well, this was a thing yesterday. You weren't here.
I watched.
Rank the golf majors. Obviously, PGA is last. What's obviously Masters is first. What's 1, 2, and 3?
Masters, USA, Open, PGA.
Wait,
Start that again.
Masters.
Yeah.
The Open. Or I
Oh,
messed up my own list. I messed up my own
Thank
list.
you.
All right.
He
Bloodman.
said
Thank
Start over.
Masters.
Right. U.S. Open.
U.S. Open.
The Open
The
Championship.
Open. PGA.
He doesn't even believe it, Brandon. He
believes he
it
just
out of
can't
his
talk.
mouth. He doesn't believe it.
Numbers are hard.
Titus, I think you and I are on the right side of history, and all these bozos are wrong.
I think there's something special about the U.S. Open, though. No,
Long
Yeah, no one
grass.
said it's not special.
Long grass.
it's.
I mean, is there nothing special about the Open?
There is, but the time difference isn't easy for us Americans to watch.
I don't like
Well,
a
that's
major
not-
ending at
That's
12
an
o'clock.
irrelevant point.
How
It's a
can that?
fact.
Everything's relevant.
That can't be relevant.
Everything's relevant in the scenario. Australians probably don't really care about the Masters because they can't watch.
You just like quarter zips.
Everything's relevant.
Huh?
You just like quarter zips and hoodies and whatnot. They
I
have
like,
to wear
you know what
the
I like? I like Tom Watson's what I like. That's what I like. I like the idea of the Tom. I don't.
Well, he's won multiple U.S. Opens as well.
I like the idea that Tom Watson at 94 years old might still get out there and win the Open.
His most famous moment ever was at the U.S. Open.
I like the idea of old Tom Watson winning.
That was fucking awesome.
I like the idea.
I wish he.
That would have been so fucking.
That would have been
cool.
so great.
So fucking cool. That's what I like.
The Open's like a strong 3,
Strong
Oh.
and the PGA's a bad week 4.
three. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't think it's a major. I think they just need a fourth, so they just invited it to join the party.
Well,
I think they had an open seat. I don't think they have I don't think there's a 3-seat table in the restaurant. So they're like, I guess we'll put you at the fourth.
Hey, PGA, you want to
eat with us? And then the PGA showed up late and was like, oh, fuck, you guys are, you guys mind if I join?
Maybe.
And they're like, fuck, there is an open seat. I guess we got to let him sit here.
Maybe.
Then he orders chicken tenders at this nice restaurant.
Yeah.
The mostly major.
Yeah, we should just create our own major.
PGA,
Mostly Sports Open.
The Vedder Cup.
Better.
Can I do a tennis related? Is this funny for Blutman? Maybe.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yannick Sinner meets Pope Leo the 15th or whatever, and gives him a tennis racket. Sinner meets the Pope.
Oh, is that funny?
Is that funny? Is Sinner meeting the Pope funny?
Sinner met the Pope, and boy, it caused quite the racket.
Oh boy.
Sinner meets Pope.
What do you think about that, Blubman?
I didn't laugh. I think I maybe had a chuckle when I saw this, and I learned the Pope was a big tennis guy, and that was respect.
You think the Pope played tennis where I played tennis?
You think
you ever
Pope and Steve Nash and you have been in the same building?
You think you think we could get a
doubles? Yeah, well, you're
doubles. We'd have to get a fourth. We get the PGA Championship to come play doubles with us.
Gosh.
Man,
I could see the humor in that.
Sinner Pope.
Yeah, it's just not my humor.
That's just wordplay. That's all it is.
Yeah, but
and
wasn't my
tennis.
humor. I'm not Catholic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do have to be Catholic to get jokes.
What else we got?
Well, we got the Twin Peaks of the week,
that's
buddy.
exactly right. Yeah, we got Twin Peaks Peak of the Week.
We have, Twin Peaks understands that epic sports moments are meant to be witnessed. So in case you missed them, these are your peaks of the week. If you're searching for a spot to catch every epic highlight live, elevate your game day at your local Twin Peaks. Find your local lodge. Visit TwinPeaksRestaurant.com. You got your Twin Peaks peaks of the week?
I do, and I'm going to go with a play from last night's Nuggets game, that Nuggets Thunder game that was not the play of the game probably. Was not a traditional pick for peak of the week, but it did get the group chat buzzing. It got the group chat buzzing, and we said to ourselves, damn, that was a hell of a play. The Peyton Watson block on, remind me, but who was it was like a fast break situation. The Thunder was it Jalen Williams?
Jalen Williams.
I think it was Jalen Williams. Peyton Watson coerces him into taking a reverse left-handed layup and just comes out of nowhere. I mean, not really. He was right there. Mm-hmm. We know where he came from. We have it on video. But blocked a shot that I never thought in a million years he would even be able to get a finger on it. He blocked that emphatically. Peyton Watson, great shot blocker, great defender, long, athletic guy. And yeah, it was my peak of the week because last night's game for the Nuggets was a demonstration of some of these non-star guys stepping up, and that's what makes the Nuggets team good. The core four that they have, although Michael Porter's been a little spotty, but Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are great. But if the Nuggets are going to be good, if they're going to win Game 7, if they're going to go further in these playoffs, they need guys like Peyton Watson to step up, and he did in that moment. That's my peak of the week.
My peak of the week is also from the National Basketball Association, and it is not from a game at all. It is from when the Dallas Mavericks became the true underdog story of sports, where they walked into the lottery and they outplayed every single team there. They were the underdog. They had a 1.8% chance to win the number one overall pick. And y'all looking around. It did happen this week, right? It happened Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
So the Dallas Mavericks, they changed sports history by being huge underdogs that won the NBA lottery on Monday night. That was the peak of the week to me. In a boardroom in Chicago where the Mavericks stunned everybody.
Outplayed everyone?
Outplayed everyone in the lottery.
1.8% chance.
I was not here the day that y'all got to talk about that, but there are very rarely sports moments behind the scenes that you could make a movie out of. I really think you can make a movie out of Nico's last 4 months.
Yeah.
And compelling movie of him just taking a beloved superstar away from a fan base.
Yeah.
Getting absolutely hated and then backing into another one.
Yeah.
It is just one of the and I don't know if y'all ever said this, but if you look at what's on paper with the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie, and if you could ever get a healthy Anthony Davis, and Cooper Flagg is going to be a defensive menace, like they legitimately could be a good, like one of the best defensive teams in the league. They could be a legitimately
Eric
good
Lively
team.
You didn't even mention.
And
Lively
on day one. They could be good.
If everybody's healthy, they could be the best defensive team in the.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like they got a bunch
have
of
that
just
potential,
menaces defensively.
Yes.
Now, that you say that on paper, AD is going to miss 35 games.
Sure.
Cooper Flagg will probably take a while to get going, so they won't be good, but they could be theoretically good. Anyway, that's my peak of the week. Shohei Otani had bobblehead night last night. There were lines out the wazoo. I don't know if y'all saw that, but there were the lines at Chavez Ravine. I'd like to ask you that question.
What?
You live in Chicago. You go to Wrigley Field.
Right.
You once lived in Los Angeles.
That's right. I don't like to talk about it much, but yeah.
Yeah, you lived out there on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Did you make it out to Dodger Stadium?
I did.
much?
Yeah, a handful of times.
Did you love it? Was it a great experience?
Yeah, I mean if you live on the west side of LA like I did by the beach, where a lot of the celebrities, we live more over on the west side.
Yeah.
The east side's got its own little scene, and the east side people will tell you like they got like a nice little trendy spots and stuff. But if you live on the west side, it is quite a hike to get to Dodger Stadium. So it's impossible to not bake that into the experience. It's impossible to not be like, I just spent an hour and a half in traffic to get here.
Yeah.
However, once you're there, the scene is beautiful. It is and it does feel like a stadium that matters, if that makes sense. If you feel like history has been made in this stadium, you feel like some big games have been played here, all that sort of thing.
Huh. You know what happened in that stadium?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You're right. That wasn't.
It had to be.
What?
Yeah. You want to talk about history?
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't been there since I realized that. I haven't paid my.
You might have to go back.
I might have to go back and pay my proper respect.
I have been to 7 ballparks in Major League Baseball. Not many at all. Dodger Stadium is both on my list and not on my list. Like, I don't think it stands out as like this marvel, but it does look like a place that if you're in it and the sun is at a perfect angle and like it looks like, boy, that's got to be the most pleasant place in the world to be.
Yeah, it's worth going to. Yeah, but if you're someone that goes to Dodger Stadium, you're like, I found it a little underwhelming. I wouldn't yell at you as though you're wrong. I enjoyed it when I would go, but there's like there's a bunch of parking lots around, so it's not like after the game you're going out to somewhere. You just get back in your car and wait in traffic again.
Can I get a bobblehead judgment?
While you're there, it's fun. Go ahead.
Shohei Otani is one of the greatest things we've ever seen. He is one of the best pitchers in baseball, one of the best hitters in baseball. Should he be sliding on his on his?
He's got 4.
bobblehead?
This is his 4th.
Oh, this is his 4th. Okay.
Yeah, so there's one of him with a dog. There's one of him.
They're commemorating the 50-50.
Yeah.
So it's a stolen base. Is what they're going for.
There you go.
Was that a home run?
He's got an MVP one. He's got a dog one. He's got a hitting one.
Oh, go back up.
Now he has a
sliding one. Yeah.
He hit 2 home runs last night on bobblehead night, which I'm a sucker for somebody doing great things on bobblehead night. That home run looked like one of the great feats of modern architecture. He reached out and poked it.
He's a poker.
Every bobblehead night he homers.
Listen, you're the guy that likes to make the plane out of the black box as much as you can.
Why don't they just
every night? Why not bobblehead
every night?
Analytics.
Did you see the backup catcher for the Athletics strike him out when it was 17-2?
Oh,
Dodgers were up.
I didn't see that.
He was throwing like the loopy balls, and then he just fucking reared back for 90 and struck him out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
that's kind of awesome.
The catcher kept the ball and he put it in a glass case and was like, "We're keeping this ball." At the time I struck out Shohei Otani. Of course, Shohei had already homered twice, but
who's the catcher? What's his name?
Johnny Pareda.
He didn't know.
Oh, he kind of had a swagger to him after he did that too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They were like, "Keep the ball, keep the ball."
All right, just bang.
89.
He looks shocked.
Damn.
And 89 after you're facing those ephus pitches looks like 205.
He also did the wind-up like this is going to be another ephus. Oh, he really threw the ball away.
Oh, yeah, no, because
That's incredible.
You struck out Shohei Otani as a backup catcher.
Yeah.
How's that kid that got called up by the A's doing? What was his name, Connor?
Jacob Wilson?
No.
Yes, Connor.
We talked about it. I forget what his name.
Tyler Soderstrom?
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as the other names that it could have been thrown out, but it was
Doris Burke?
possibly
I remember we talked
controversial.
about a kid that got called up, and I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it was kind of like a no, it was kind of like a
East
Doris
Fist?
Burke situation. Yeah,
Nick Pfister?
Has the Cubs kid they called up done anything yet?
Oh, Moises?
Yeah, Moises, big boy.
No, because they just called him up.
Yeah, they called him up.
Yes.
I don't think he had it. You didn't play yesterday.
Hasn't
right?
played yet?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a beefcake.
I don't know anything about him except for what you sent me.
I don't know anything
just
about
a
him either. But I
beefcake.
watched
Does
the
he
video. I'm
mash?
like, it looked like he mashed.
Would you describe him as someone who mashes?
What's that noise out there?
People are celebrating.
Cheering from outside.
Moises Ballesteros.
Ballesteros, yeah. All right, good information on Moises.
No, I know nothing about him as a prospect.
What's his height and weight?
He just looked kind of chunky.
I'm gonna say he's 5'11", 235. He might be. He's taller than 5'11", isn't he?
Six
let me
6'3".
5'11".
He's the next hotness.
275.
This guy.
He's 5'11".
I don't know.
Okay.
We're guessing.
You're looking at what
We're all
I'm looking
guessing.
at.
I'm saying 6'2", 260.
5'8",
Fellas,
240.
fellas, he's 5'7", 215.
That motherfucker right there's
He's
5'7".
5'7"?
5'7".
No way. Ain't no way. So he's not a beefcake at all.
I think
he's a tiny little man. 5'7".
he's quite tall and quite large.
No. Oh my God.
Oh boy,
He's like
that's disappointing.
This
That's
one
very
has him
disappointing.
at 5'8", 195.
Oh my God.
That boy not.
I'm telling you right
Well,
now,
that's-
he ain't
That is
195.
not 195.
Hold on. Go back down. Let me read that right up. Mashes. No, go exit out. Mashes the cover off the ball this season with an elite 150 WRC. Holy fuck, dude. 150 WRC plus. He is aggressive batter who makes a ton of contact while posting strong power metrics, all while being one of the youngest players in AAA. Congratulations. Wow.
7 words or less, Ebo. WRC plus.
There he is, smashing.
70 words or less. Then
The value of a hit versus average.
All right.
that pissed me off a little bit. Would you like to do this last one as Blevins is funny?
Blubman, you look bored over there.
No, I was just
Let me get you
counting
back in
Evo's word total.
Let me get you back in the fold. You ready? Pennsylvania kindergarten student handed out Jello shots to classmates. District says. All right.
Hey,
All right.
that's saying a bad precedent.
Can I say something?
The Greater Johnstown School District said a kindergarten student at the elementary school gave out alcohol in the form of small Jello cups to 3 other students. The superintendent said one staff learned about the situation. Immediate action was taken. The students were taken to the nurse's office for evaluation, and out of an abundance of caution, EMS was called to take the kids to the local hospital. Parents were notified and met first responders at the hospital, the district said. Do you think he did this on purpose? Probably not.
I don't know.
A kindergartner doesn't know, but
Probably not.
Yeah.
a Jello shot has to look fucking incredible to a kindergartner.
Yeah.
Dude, are there non-alcoholic Jello shots that we can start kindergartners with?
Can we just?
You mean Jello?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but they don't. When you make normal Jello, you don't ever just make it in like the one little
Right.
One
You don't.
little
You make it.
bite-sized Jello.
Are kids
right?
eating Jello like that anymore?
I think so.
Are they?
I think Jello and pudding are
Like-
still very much in.
Is this not just a Jello shot?
That's kind
No,
of
that's a Jello
The
cup.
Jello cup. TJ.
God damn.
CJ. That's a Jello cup.
Oh, they changed the branding.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you are
That's
right.
a Jello cup.
My bad.
Yeah.
Jello shots are tiny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jello shots became a thing like right as I was leaving college. I don't think they were a thing. They were never really a thing for me.
There was a fun little place downtown Harrisonburg, Finnegan's Cove. Shout out Finnegan's Cove. They do 25-cent Jello shots, and it was one of the few bars in all of Virginia you could still smoke inside the entire bar. So you'd leave, and all your clothes would smell like cigarettes. Everyone's doing Jello shots.
Your belly full of Jello.
Touch tunes. It's a all-time track. Like
That's a
Go out,
college
get
World
tracked.
Series thing too, right?
Yes.
There was some bar that tracks the
Rocco's? Is that the name of the
Yeah.
bar?
Jello shots.
When we were out there, Mississippi State set the record, and then Ole Miss broke it, and then LSU broke it. Like it keeps getting broken every year now.
I'm an honest guy.
Okay.
I didn't realize that Jello shots were alcohol until I saw that go viral on Twitter a few years ago at the Rocco's place.
What do you mean?
I just always thought it was just. I was so.
You thought it
because
was-
I just thought dudes were having Jello.
At the
Thought
bar?
it was- yeah.
You thought dudes
yeah,
at
like,
tailgate that were just like, fuck yeah, and they're all like,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
raising their shots and sucking down some Jello in the parking lot before the football game. They were
like getting
they
a
were
quick
just-
dessert in. Well, that's genuinely why I thought for probably 20 years.
We're gonna tear it up tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna fuck it up. We're gonna get some pussy. Let's get a quick dessert real quick.
quick
Oh,
dessert.
I thought it was like a change of pace or something. I had no clue.
Oh man,
I'm a nice guy.
You know what I found out the other day that's irrelevant to what we're talking about, but I just want to share. I want to educate our audience and the guys in the room. Logan Square. You familiar with that neighborhood in Chicago? It's northwest of here a little bit.
I'm aware that it exists.
Milwaukee Avenue and
for
out of the city, and you go a few miles, and there you are in Logan Square. They had a baseball club back in the early 1900s, a semi-pro baseball club, following the 1906 World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. This Logan Square semi-pro baseball team played them both, beat them both.
Really?
Wait, what?
Beat them both. Look at this. Blew my mind.
Back in the day.
Blew my mind. And there's a time where Chicago had the 3 best baseball teams in the world, and the one that won the World Series, which was it the White Sox that won it? And
I don't know.
What did I say? 06, 08?
06.
Oh, 06. The White Sox. The Cubs won it.
Cubs won in 08.
Whatever. The White Sox won it in 06, I think. The Logan Square Baseball Club defeated them, and I thought that was interesting, and I thought I would share it with you guys.
That'd
be great.
That's crazy.
That's pretty fucking crazy, right?
If you could get one of the actual from
great
1906 jerseys, that you'd win Jersey Day for sure.
Yeah, there you go. After I just found this out the other day.
Unless I get my new
Logan
Putin in the mail.
Squares.
Yeah.
Oh, that rocks.
Yeah,
they should hang a banner in the wherever they played. I mean, that's.
You ever get fascinated looking back at old
back-to-back days?
Using like Ohio State record book for example, like Ohio State back in like 1907 they'd play Penn State, Michigan, and then the Sheboygan, Ohio YMCA.
Yeah.
And they'd lose. They'd win like 7-3.
Yeah. Chippewa Automotive.
Yeah, they just play whoever.
What?
I think one time in like 1918 we played the military, the people that were building the military aircraft for World War I, like in the next town over.
Yeah.
Just played them.
When did sports? When did they stop being a joke?
I think like the 30s. The 30s we started getting our act together.
Yeah.
And after World War II we had it going on.
I saw another thing that there's Pennsylvania. Are you aware of this? Like I think it's Philly guys do old school baseball reenactments.
Yeah.
But it's not really reenactments. They just play old school baseball.
Yeah.
You know about this?
I know about it. Remember Conan did it on his show. Do you remember?
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah,
last
yeah.
Conan, he said this is my favorite skit I ever did.
That's right.
And he did the he did that, but that was up in New York. But I think there are places all over the country that do the old time where they'll like they got the old bats that are like broom handles.
Yeah.
They don't have
dudes
gloves.
out there playing baseball like it's 1860 again.
They're wearing the
awesome.
they're wearing the uniforms. We should do that.
Dudes.
Let's take part in an 1860s baseball league.
Dude.
Let's bring back everything from the 1860s.
Dude's fucking rock, man.
Have you ever seen? Was it Conan that did 80-year-olds versus 8-year-olds baseball?
Oh no, I never saw that.
Some say a waste of time.
Some say an
Right, I
incredible
forgot
waste
Conan
of
did
time.
Waste of time.
Conan's the fucking man.
Conan's fucking
Conan
great.
rules.
I got bronchitis in 2005 and was introduced to Saturday Night Live and Conan O'Brien, and I think it changed my life forever.
This really is a good sketch.
You are the umpire.
Actually refereeing 1864.
There's some terms that everyone uses here which are appropriate to 1864. Do you mind if we review these right now?
Uh-oh.
First of all, a pitcher is called a hurler. Fans are cranks, rooters, birds, and bugs. You have a pencil behind your ear. What's that for?
Well, I have to keep score. I have to keep score during the game.
So this is an authentic 1860s pencil.
Yes.
What do you write the score on?
I have a number of things.
All right.
Wait, can I see what's in here?
Sure. No, you want to see that?
Oh my God! Yeah, this is an authentic Nature Valley granola.
Conan rules.
Conan's the best.
Conan fucking rules. All right. Anything else?
I want to take check in on Cody while he's gone.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
he doing? What the fuck?
Rage bait? Is it rage bait? Is this rage bait?
This is rage.
I said it's rage bait, and he said
is rage
no.
bait.
That
The pizza
This is rage bait.
feels like rage
This
bait.
is rage.
he also got 3 wings.
This is rage bait. God damn it, Cody.
3 wings and mayonnaise.
Is he? Did he actually go back to Buffalo for the lacrosse?
Yes, he
That's why he's back. The
tweeted
Bandits.
out another picture.
The
He's there
Bandits
now.
are playing. Look, yeah. I'm about to yell BOX so loud.
Do they play at 1 p.m.?
Yeah, he's already there.
10 a.m. I'm here.
All right, we'll get the breakdown on Monday. I guess.
All right.
Has to be.
If he's
big.
back on Monday.
He's gonna have so much
One more
Jello.
thing before we go. I forgot to even mention it. You see that I might have won the battle against Mr. Bing Bong.
So
I might have defeated Mr. Bing Bong.
he
Did
has-
we have any
not only prematurely bing-bonged you, then he laid down his sword prematurely. Like, he's not sticking any guns. I don't know, man.
Did I kill Mr. Bing Bong?
I think you distracted Mr. Bing Bong as he's going to get killed by the Celtics.
Yeah,
like, you're over here like waiting. I'm waiting for.
I don't listen. I'm not a Mr. Bing Bong expert. I don't know the history of Mr. Bing Bong. I know a little bit, right? I don't know if this has ever been done. If anybody's ever killed Mr. Bing Bong before, and then I did it in like 48 hours.
All I know is the second he turned his attention to you, it all could have fallen apart.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Something to think about. All right, enjoy Game 7 or the PGA or the Preakness or the WNBA. That's the other thing going on. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.
That's how ball is done. Also, it's a 3-game series I just saw.
Family, family, family.